Welcome to a long, long time ago, my Astromech friends. We start a new series today where I discuss my Astromech collection in a little bit more detail, showing off what I have and what I need off of each line. Along the way, Martin can ask me a few questions. I'll see. I'll do my best to answer them.
I don't know, Adam. I mean, you are the astromech expert these days. I mean, I think you found your focus, haven't you?
I think so. Yeah. Speaking of focus, this is kind of inspired by our friend Keith Guppy's figure focus that he's doing. But to be honest, Keith, in my opinion, you don't put enough Astromechs in there, so I'm going to have to take the reins on this one. I think. Martin, should we get started?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. So, what have we got this week?
Right. So we are going to talk about the Power of the Jedi line. This was 2001/2002. My first one. This is quite a common one that you know of. This is
Yep.
R3T7. Now you picked this one up in our Toy Fair challenge once, I believe.
Yeah, it was
Um,
Sandown, I think, wasn't it?
that's right. Yeah.
Mm.
So R3T7 is the Attack of the Clones sneak preview in a lovely white and yellow with the electricity around him.
You're going to have to remind me whereabouts does he appear in the film because I've forgotten.
So he can be seen on the streets of Coruscant in
Okay.
what's the lower levels? I believe he's near the Outlander Club anyway, and he's
Mm.
all beaten up and battered and bruised.
Okay.
Um, I believe this is the only. Well, this is the only line that this guy appears on. It's the only R3T7 I think you'll find out there. Not even. I don't think there's even a stand solo like there is on so many other astromech droids. I can't find it on any other lines anyway. This guy, for value wise, he is a pretty cheap one. He can be picked up for around about £8 you're looking at. I can't remember what you picked him up for.
Yeah,
It's carded.
I
It's
think it
around
was a
that.
fiver actually. I think it was three
Was
for
it?
£15. Yeah, it was quite cheap.
Yeah. Well, I've seen it go as low as £2.50 on eBay, so a nice
Yeah.
easy one to
Okay.
pick up, even carded. That is, I haven't looked at loose prices, but
It's a
I
bargain,
might.
isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, this card is in pretty good condition. I'm probably going to keep this one on this card. There's not much, too much wrong with it, to be honest.
No.
A little bit of veining on the side here, but yes, this one. I may get a loose one at some point if they're going that cheap. Seems
Yeah.
seems sensible.
Yeah.
So on to the next one. You might remember this one from one of our pickup videos. The Star Tours R3D3. Now,
Nice.
I absolutely love this little droid. It's got the
Yeah.
clear dome, which I believe. So somebody might correct me if I'm wrong, but in the comments, um, I believe the different domes denote the different R number.
That's
Now,
right.
if with a clear dome, it's an R3, but that's not always the case. I don't
No,
think.
there's a chart which in the edit now I will pop up because I've seen this chart before,
Oh,
and it
okay.
denotes which R2 unit. Oh, sorry, which Astromechs or which R unit. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, this has been contradicted quite a few times in the movies and
Yeah.
TV shows. But there is a kind of a guide. But you are right in what you
Yeah.
say that the domes, indicate what R unit they are.
Hmm.
But yeah, for the most part. They are meant to be different domes,
They
yeah.
are supposed to. Well, R5D4 in the film. Wait, R5D4
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Star Wars.
the red droid, yeah.
Um, I believe Luke calls that an R2 unit in the film.
Yeah, you're right, he does, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, he does, yeah, yeah,
So they hadn't
yeah,
thought about it back then, but yes.
no,
So this droid again can't be found on any other lines. It's got a collection 1 in the top corner. Now there's a collection 1 and a collection 2. This one's from 2002. I have another one from 2001 that's got a collection 2 in the corner. So Keith might have to help me out on that one because I'm not sure.
yeah,
Um, this one's the sort of going rate for this one's about £20. So it's a bit more sought
wow,
after than the other
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
I was gonna say I really want one of these now because I've got the Star Speeder. I want to try and pick up as many Star Tours
Mm,
action figures as possible. So yeah, this one's on my
yeah.
list. So yeah, 20 quid's quite a lot really for an Astromech of that
Yeah.
age, isn't it?
It is really, yeah. Yeah. Do you remember seeing him in the queue to Star Tours?
Back in the day, I don't, if I'm honest, but on the updated ride, what they've done is they've moved a lot of the Astromechs now, and they're sort of in the line.
Mm,
There's this caging on the left-hand side as you walk up the queue, and I think I've sent you a picture of it. If I find it, I'll again put it in the edit.
yeah.
When you walk up the aisleway to the ride, they've literally put all of the old droids in this sort of pit that you walk past.
Right.
So it might be in there, but off the top of my head right now, I don't remember. So yeah, yeah, it's a great looking droid though, really great looking droid.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's a really good one. And you notice the difference in the bubbles on those as well. You've got a larger bubble on the R3T7 droid.
Mm.
Uh, I'm assuming because it's sideways on, whereas most astromech droids are front on. I'm
Well,
assuming that's
I do wonder actually if it's to do with the fact that it's an Attack of the Clones preview card because when the
mm,
Attack of the Clones cards came out, the bubbles were that size. Yeah, so it might have been a transition of Power of the Jedi into Attack of the Clones, which are the
mm.
blue cards. But I'm no expert, but
Yeah,
that would be my guess anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's probably about right. Right, I'm going to
Mm.
jump onto another one that's well, it, so you've got an R4M9 from the Star Tours line, but you've also got this R4M9, which is in A New Hope.
Right.
Um, I don't know if you remember this guy on the Tantive 4.
Yeah, was he one of the droids that was following the captured rebel troopers?
He's in front of the rebel troops. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's a very tall cone dome. Cone dome sounds a bit weird to say. It's a very tall dome, uh, and it comes with the mouse droid. This is a sort of dark green and white astromech. Very nice. This one can be seen in a few other variants. Um, you can find this guy on a stand solo, which is very, very smart. You're looking at about £50 for a stand solo one. The stand solo stuff goes for a lot of money, which is
Yeah.
absolutely mad. There is also a Bandai model kit that you can get of that, which I think is probably 30 centimeter, 12-inch
Mm.
in size once it's built. And then, as I said, there's the Star Tours one of the same name, which is actually in different colours. It's a much lighter green. So don't know if that's just a
We're
different
noticing a
droid.
few contradictions, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah. But I think it's the same style of droid. So
Yeah.
at this point, the R4 style. But yeah. And then finally for this line, I have got the R2Q5. It is a really nice figure. I kept this one to the end. I don't know if I've spoken about this on a pickup episode. This is a
I remember it. Oh,
Japanese variant.
oh wow.
Or yeah, so it's got all of the Japanese stuff on it. Right, sorry, a few facts. This one, do you know where this appeared? Do you remember?
It's Death Star, first Death Star?
Second Death Star.
Oh, second Death Star, beg your pardon.
Yeah, second Death Star. But you probably can't make out from where you are, but it's got the second Death Star hologram in there.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Black and bronze dome, black and bronze in color, I should say.
Mm.
So this one has a few other variants also. This one has a really, really good, really cool stand solo pop up saber
Yeah.
model, and if you want to get that stand solo one, you're looking at about £100,
I just don't
which
get
is
it.
crazy. But Martin, it is
Mm.
very, very cool. I have to
Is
say,
it?
like you see the red saber pop up out of it, you think that's actually very nice.
I don't know. I'm gonna probably get a lot of hate for this, but I don't like the Stan Solo stuff. I don't get it. I just don't
Yeah,
get it.
each to their own. Each to their own.
Yeah,
But this,
yeah.
this one of all the Stan Solo ones, I think this one's one of the best. This
Yeah.
variant. It's also available as a Sphero. Damn
Oh.
Spheros. Let's not go into that too much. The other thing that it's a part of is a salt and pepper set, which you've probably seen, with R2D2 as the salt and this one as the
Man,
pepper.
you have
Yeah,
done some research.
done a bit of research. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this one was last sold on eBay for £15. So it's quite easy to pick up. Did I say how much the R4M9 with mouse droid was?
No, you didn't
Don't think
know.
that I did. So you're looking at about £15 for that one as well.
Okay, right.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good set.
So, is
Available.
there, any more in this line that you don't have?
There are
Oh,
two
astromech
more.
wise. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there are two more Astromechs that I need to pick up. Now, the first one is they're both pretty cheap as well. Well, I say they're both pretty cheap. So the R4M9 Star Tours one, which I mentioned earlier, that one's you're looking at around £15 to £20 for that. The Star Tours line, Star Tours at the moment has obviously gone up in value on anything Star Tours. I think.
Mm.
Um, the only other one is the R2D2 Naboo Escape. You're
Oh,
not
okay.
looking at much more than £10, but I've been focusing on so many other figures that R2s you can pick up a lot of R2s for about £10. So that one can just wait a little bit, and if I see it and it's like less than £10, I'll pick it up
Right,
in
so
good enough condition.
that's an R2, is it? An
R2D2,
R2D2. Yeah, okay, right. So I
yeah,
was gonna say, because I didn't hear an R2D2 in my mind, I
yeah,
was thinking they must have done an R2D2 in this
yeah,
line.
yeah. R2D2 is in pretty much every line at least
I
once.
was gonna
So
say, yeah. Yeah.
and I don't even think I've got a third of them. I wouldn't have thought, and
Mm.
I've got a lot of
Man, you've got a lot.
R2D2s. Yeah. I mean, at this point in time, I think I'm pushing about 60 astromech droids now.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I'm getting there with it. I'm getting there
Yeah.
with it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's just a little insight into the first grouping, I guess, I've done the Power of the Jedi line. Um, although, interestingly, you've got Power of the Jedi written on these two, but not the other two.
Yeah.
Not sure. That might be another question for our viewers out there. So, yeah. Anything else you'd like to know, Martin?
No, no, I think, wow, I've learned lots of facts about astromechs, so thank you very much,
Yeah.
Adam. I look forward to, what line whatever line you decide to do next.
Yeah, I haven't picked it yet. I went back to 2001, 2002. I was thinking of working my way up through, but I don't have enough of the earlier lines to do that at the moment. So, yeah, whatever it might be, subscribe so you don't miss it. I guess. Make sure you like this episode as well, please. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you later.